What's going on, everyone, and welcome back. Today, I think we are doing right click on or for other asset types. I am completely unprepared like I normally am, so what's new? Had an alternator blowout, so I have been replacing it. So let's see if we can do this without getting any black crap all over my keyboard. All right, so last week we were able to right click and create a new shader asset. And I think what we're going to do is just do the exact same thing. Pretty sure that's what it was. I don't know why I just did that. Okay. So we're just going to copy this in the project panel. And I don't know why I did that either. All right. Right here, data type. Let's open up data type. Font, material, shader, skin, sprite, texture, scene, script. All right. So first off, let's do material. Material.create new material. There we go. And then go into the material script. And we'll come all the way down here. Let's open up shader. And copy the create method. And in material, I don't want it all the way down there. Let's put it right here. It's material.get. So say get default material. This will be under materials and dot material. So if you guys have already went through all this yourself and got it all working, then congratulations, and you can, I guess, skip to the end of this video because I think I'm going to add a couple more things if we have time to do so. New material. Okay, and I believe that's it. So we need to open up what is this? Oh, there it is right there. Awesome. Need to open up my project and see if I have any default. Yeah, it's called default game.material. Let's just go default game. There we go. So, like before in the last video, for the shaders we need a default file. So default game will be our default file for materials. All right, now project panel. Can copy this, paste it. What is our next data type? Font, shader, material, skin. So skin. Then GY skin dot create new skin. Oh, default material asset, default skin asset. So then we need to find GUI skin. Get refresh all, refresh. Oh, I guess I don't have anything else for that. What am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay. That. And paste it in there. I did call it get, you fart knocker. Oh, get skin. There we go. Default skin. Skins. What the hell did I call it? Did I call it a GUI skin? No, just skin. And default GUI. No. I don't want that. That. There we go. Skin, new, GUI, skin, and then pass in that path. Yeah, that's right. That's right, I don't know what I'm thinking. Why do I have a warning message? Oh, because we don't need material. Why don't I have a warning message in there then? Yeah, whatever. Alright, so then that's skin. Copy that and paste it. And what is the next one? Sprite. Sprite. New sprite. GUI skin. Sprite.create new sprite. Alright, sprite. And shit. There. Copy. And come all the way down here. Refresh all. Put it right here. Why not? Okay, awesome. That's already correct. Sprites dot sprite and new sprite. Awesome. That was quick. Except for there is no default sprite. So let's make one. Project sprites. We have a test sprite right here. Let's copy and paste. We'll say default.sprite and open it up. let's see here. That'll work. Yeah, that'll do. All right, so bam, we have a default sprite. And texture. No, I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to mess with scene either. So I don't want to mess with scene, texture, or font. We will eventually get to script, but we don't even have that rendering yet. So let's go right here. Where did I put that? Right here. So let's go and selected type does not equal data type dot texture and selected type does not equal data type dot scene. I don't think I have scenes showing either, do I? Or did we do that? We did. Oh, but we don't have anything displaying yet. That's what it is. Okay, it still does it in scripts. It won't do anything yet, though. Won't show it there. New asset, and that did not work. Let's see what the problem is. It says it's a null pointer at 37. Because it's not called default game. Jesus. The one that I clicked on was obviously the wrong name, but that's good because that way I can fix that. If I wouldn't have clicked on it, then I would have never known that I named it wrong. Sprites, new asset, new sprite. We need to get some of these data types showing too. That's kind of annoying because it's not showing materials yet. It's not, we don't have like rectangles showing. We need to get some of that popping. So that's really annoying. All right, so that created a new sprite. Let's create a new skin. That one was wrong. Default skin. I thought we had that. Default GUI, not default skin. You guys are probably catching these stupid mistakes too. Make myself look like an idiot. Alright, sprites. There's our new sprite. Skin. Go ahead and create. Really? What are you whining about? File equals null. Same thing. Create 180. This line. New file. This. Saying it's a null pointer. Last modified f equals temp, last modified equals f dot last modified. Let's see here. Skins, default GUI, skin. I'll go ahead and do this on screen. So for any of you who are not used to debugging, source dot exists. So whenever I come across an issue like this and I'm doing debugging, I just kind of do something like that. So I'm checking whether or not the source actually exists. So it's going to throw the same error. We're going to check it right here. Still saying at 180. So now this is throwing an issue. So it must be null. And you know why it's null? I gotcha. The reason why it's null is because there's not an actual file. Let's go into logic, resources. Skins, default skin, copy it, and logic workspace, my project, and skins. Paste. I wasn't even thinking whenever I made this, and the way that I have it set up is the default files have to be in the project folder, and I wasn't even thinking about that when I was planning on making it so that it was inside of the actual engine itself. So I think eventually we will let's go ahead and delete this out of resources. I don't think I have to refresh this, but I will anyways. So I think we will eventually change how this method works. And we'll make it universal so that we can just, delete all this and then paste in the rest on all of these asset types. But it'll all be already all set up for us, so it won't be difficult. But this will work for now. Yeah, that totally just came to me. Whoops. We'll get that done though. At least we'll have it working and we can use it right now, and then later on in the engine we can switch it. So it'll be really simple. So skins, new asset. There's the new skin. Shaders, default shader, new shader, new material, and not doing fonts. Okay, that's awesome. Great. So that all works as expected. So what I'm gonna do now is, how much time do we have? Probably quite a bit. Yeah. We will go through and add some deleting game objects from the scene, because I know that's a little irritating as well. Not being able to delete scene objects. Scenes materials. So let's go ahead and do that. I don't need the project panel. I need the hierarchy. Go ahead and get rid of these because we're done with them. All right, in the hierarchy. See here, if selected does not equal null, if G equals selected, then GUI.box. So this will be really simple. GUI.box, click rect, box. So if G is the current selected object in the hierarchy, we can actually just say if input dot get key down what is it, char key code int key code. Oh, okay, yeah, that was the character. So we can't do string, so let's do oh god, what is it? GLFW GLFW. No. What in the world is... No. Ah, okay, I got it. GLFW underscore input underscore delete. Correct? All right. GLFW key, not input. Sorry, I had to look that up on my phone real quick. GLFW key delete. Let's do this. 261. Take that. Now I don't have to. Now I don't have to import you. How about that? So you can import GLFW key, whatnot. Later we're gonna do a whole input manager and all that crap. So that's why I didn't want to import it. So this right here, 261, is the delete key. Now the backspace key is going to be a different one. Let me actually look that up. 259 is the backspace. And input up, no. Oh, come on. Or input dot get key down to 59, right? Pretty sure that's what I said. Oh, yes. Then I want to delete it. So let's go into GameObject. Now, have we created a delete method yet? Add component, find. Okay, prepare objects, blah, blah, blah. Add component, remove component, parent G. No, we have not. So this is static. That's to update static. Find, remove child, right here. So let's go public void destroy. So anytime we call the destroy method on a game object, it will automatically delete it from the scene. So call g.destroy. Yeah, let's just take that away. I don't like multiple lines if I don't have to. There we go. Okay, so in the destroy method, we have access to the list of instances. So we'll say instances dot remove this. So that will remove this game object from the scene, but we also need to remove all the children. So go for I equals 0, I is lower than children dot size I plus plus. Stop adding that. Does it every episode. And then I will say children dot get I dot destroy. So that will destroy all of its children. And I don't know why I put that in brackets. There we go. All right, let's see if that works. Begin. Alright, I don't have anything selected. I'll hit delete, nothing, backspace, nothing. Alright, so first let's delete 2D free, and I will hit the delete button. And what in the hell just happened? I guess I'll click this and I'll hit backspace. It's like deleting it, but not deleting it. What in the hell just happened? Alright, give me just a moment, guys. Alright, I'm back after this humongous long wait. I've just been staring at the screen trying to figure out what in the world is going on, because I fixed it and then it wasn't fixed and I was getting Stack Overflow and all kinds of crap. And it actually took me quite some time to find it because we did the GameObject episode so long ago. I had to skim through all the code and try to figure out where it's coming from. And the Stack Overflow is because of this. I know you guys did not see the Stack Overflow before, but yeah, this is the reason why I was getting that after I tried to fix it. And it's because it was trying to parent the master and then remove children and then repeat the whole process, and it was too much. But yeah, so you could just comment this line out for right now. But the fixed code for the destroy method in GameObject, which is right below it, is this code right here. So basically we're parenting this to null, so we're basically parenting it to the master GameObject. And then we're going to loop through all of the children of this GameObject and remove that GameObject from our list of instances. That way they can't be gotten or looped through or whatever. So loop the children, remove it from the instance, or remove it as an instance. Then we're going to clear the children, and then we're going to directly call master.children.remove this. So we don't have to really do much else with the children of this GameObject. What we need to do is just remove this GameObject from master, and then we won't have to worry about our children from there. Now, as for the hierarchy, I had to add a couple more things in here. So right here, whenever I check if I hit delete or backspace, I'm doing editor.selected null, children.clear, g.destroy, and then return. And the reason why I'm returning is just because we have we set the children up here to the update list. So we're running this loop, and I can fix that by just looping it again down here instead of returning. I can actually loop through the update list and remove any children of this GameObject, but it would just there's really no point. We could just return out of it and it'll be fine. So after that, then it should work as expected. So if we run this, go on here, I'll hit backspace, deleted. Now on here, I've got it spread out. So I've got B selected, so it will remove B and C, make sure that there's no children, and it's leftover. So we can just remove that. All right, so now with that Stack Overflow, just so that you know what was going on. Right here, if I do not comment that out, then if I hit play, then you'll see that it works basically exactly the same. So if I hit here, I hit backspace, deletes it. Right here, backspace, deletes it. But, come on. If I select one of the middle ones right here, if I hit backspace, it's going to Stack Overflow. And that's what I mean by them just calling each other and just screwing it all up. And as you can see, it's pretty bad. So yeah, that's where I was stuck. All right, so that should just about do it for this episode. Let me take a look here and see what exactly we're going to do next. All right. So we got right clicking over here. Oh, kind of there. Oh, that's what we need to do next. Next week, I think we are going to add the inspector getting, instead of the actual instance of whatever script it is, we need to get a copy of it, and then right down here below it have a save button. So if we change any of this stuff, like right here, if I change it to blah, then it's going to immediately change it. Well, we don't want that. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a save button down here, and then this be a temporary. So if we change this, it's not going to change it down here. If we change this, same thing, it doesn't change the actual instance of it, or the asset, or whatever you want to call it. So it won't directly change it until you hit that save button. And then what it's going to do is it's going to change it in the project, like what just happened, changing the name to blah. But it will also change the actual file itself. So as you can tell, if I double click on blah, it's not going to pull anything up, because it didn't change the actual file name. And that's exactly what we want to do, is we want to change that actual file information. And as you can see, nothing. And then if we restart, everything's exactly the same. So that's exactly what we need to work on in the next episode. That way we don't have to double click it and manipulate the variables and stuff within the actual file. If we wanted to, we can use the editor. If we don't want to use the editor, we can use the file itself. And that's kind of the way I wanted to make this, so that you have the freedom to do it however you like, because I like to work with the actual file. I don't do much inside of the editor. I do slightly, but most of the time I like to work with the actual file itself. I'm not big on visual aids and stuff. Um, so we will get going on that. All right. Well, thanks for watching and have a good week.